Hello, everyone. So today is Wednesday, and this week, we're answering the question, how do I answer tell me about yourself in a way that's memorable and sets you apart from other people? So I picked this question, and I picked it because I knew it was going to be kind of tough, because it kind of throws us out of our comfort zones a little bit, which is why I really liked it. I saw it yesterday on Lego League's Office Hours, which, by the way, if you don't know about or haven't heard about, Google it and go and follow it because it's actually really cool. Um, I also picked it because I think it applies to all walks of life. I think that a lot of us have encountered that question in interviews before or have asked people that question in interviews. And it also applies, especially as we're getting older and we're meeting kind of different sets of people. It's much easier to make friends when you're all in the same class, when you see each other, 3 or 4 or 5 days a week. But as we become adults and like try to make friends with the person in our yoga class or in our art class or that we see at the supermarket every Wednesday night, like whatever it is, I think that telling people about yourself or showing people about yourself, like Kate likes to do, becomes really important. So it's a good to have a really, I don't know, it's just a good idea to know what you want to present to people. Um, and quite frankly, like for me, I try to present the same person whether I'm interviewing or trying to make friends with someone because I want to be the same person. I don't want to have to be this buttoned up version of myself with my job and then get to be this like laid back person the rest of the time. So let's see. How do I even start? I like to be more than paper. I've handmade this career for myself where I essentially come into businesses and take all the chaos that they have going on and turn it into control and turn it into organization and turn it into, hey, we're going to do things this way. And I really like doing that, but I want to be more than that. I want to convey that I'm adventurous. I want to convey that I went to college in Harlem and I've been camping in West Virginia, that I much prefer wearing my motorcycle boots over a pair of high heels, unless it's summertime, in which case I live in flip just like all of us do. And I really miss summertime, but whatever, I'm not going to go down that route today. I really like to convey that I'm a friendly person. I want to get to know other people. One of the biggest things that I always accidentally do during interviews when they ask me to tell them about myself, I end up like asking questions about them or about the company or stuff like that because I'm curious. That's how I've always been. And I think that displays a trait that's absolutely true to me where I like to dive in. Like I like to get my hands dirty. I like to find out everything that has to do with something, everything that's going on with it, and dive right in and see what I can do to help, see what recommendations I can make to fix it. But I like to be more than paper, more than a social media profile, more than any of that. I like to throw a wrench in the works every now and then. One of my friends called me a beautiful bundle of juxtapositions. I think that's how she said it. It was really pretty and really nice. But it's true. I mean, I'm from New York City. I say y'all all the time. I've left home. I moved back home to live with my mom. My grandmother was my best friend and like my best roommate ever for a long time. I write best when I'm sad. I live on coffee. Like I can drink coffee at night and it won't keep me up. Like there's all this stuff about me that I think is interesting and that people should know about my personality. And I try to carry that throughout my entire life, whether it's my work or friendships or whatever. I want tell me about yourself to be the most comprehensive possible thing that I can make it. Yeah, so that's kind of what it comes down to. I like to take that opportunity to tell people all the things that I am, that I'm a fan of Doctor Who, that I, was in architecture school for a really long time. And I also don't like to sugarcoat it. I quit architecture school because I hated it. I respect people who are. I respect, the dream that I once had, but then I actually got into it and played around it and got my hands dirty and I was like, this isn't for me. And I'm okay telling people about that because I think that part of that makes me who I am today. So yeah, I think tell me about yourself is like the best question ever because it's so open-ended and it kind of does put the person on the spot, which is a little scary, but you get to see what they do with it. So anyway, can't wait to hear the rest of your answers and I will see you guys next week. Bye.